Good day and welcome to Mayorkings TV News. I am Timiala Emanuela. First, the headlines. Establishment of Ministry of River and Infrastructure Development. The Supade Contractors Forum Chairman appeals to Oboiveri for audience. Ex-Deputy Leader of Warri South Legislative Arm pursue emerges Warri South PDP Chairman. Electricity tariff hike in Benin affecting Uniben. Rivers APP Secretariat bombed. Barbican Capital sues First Bank over alleged wrong shareholding data. US sends submarine to Middle East as tension grows. Plus, Obasoji set to leave Bendel Insurance for move abroad. Sensational Paris Olympics comes to an end. News and full. The Association of Coastal and Waterways Communities of Nigeria, ACWCN, Delta State Chapter, has commended Delta State Governor Right Honorable Sheriff Oboivori for establishing Ministry of River and Infrastructure Development in the state, saying it will douse agitation for equitable development by people in coastal communities. ACWCN, in a letter addressed to the Governor, Oboivori, and made available on Sunday night, said they have seen the governor's desire in positively transforming Delta State. The letter, signed by the chairman and secretary of Association of Coastal and Waterways Communities in Nigeria, ACWCN, Delta State Chapter, Engineer Twoyo Woliko and Pastor Paul Boitier, respectively. Chairman of Delta State Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the SUPADEC, Indigenous Contractors Forum, Engineer Oge Sampson, has sought for an audience with the State Governor, Right Honorable Sheriff Oboivori, to discuss on the need to revive the SUPADEC, Indigenous Contractors, in tandem with its more agenda. Oge, in a statement issued yesterday at the end of its executive meeting, said it was displeasing that after more than 1 year in office, the governor was yet to meet the SUPADEC with indigenous contractors. Oge said he, as the chairman of the forum, has been financing the activities of the body from his personal pocket and stressed the need to revive the SUPADEC indigenous contractors to meet the demands of the day. Meanwhile, it recalled how he mobilized people and some members before election, during and also attended the Thanksgiving of Oboivori following its victory in the last gubernatorial election. He further said that the relevant issues to be discussed includes, but not limited to, prompt payment for contracts executed, contract variation, hike in prices of materials for execution of contracts, stressing that the forum does not want the challenges become a threat to the execution of the governor's more agenda. Oge maintained that the SUPADEC Indigenous Contractors Forum Executive has been placating members over challenges facing them because of the peaceful dispositions of their leaders. Former Deputy Leader of Warri South Legislative Arm, Honorable Richard Pesu, has been elected Chairman of People's Democratic Party in Warri South Local Government Area. The election, which held Saturday, August 10th at the Warri South PDP Local Government Secretariat in SCC Road, GRA Warri, was reportedly witnessed by the Electoral Officer of Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in Warri South, Kingsley Ogbegbe, with Prince Johnson from Asaba overseeing the process as returning officer. The immediate past secretary of the party in the local government, Comrade Festus Otisiri, emerged the deputy chairman of PDP in Warri South, and Ukwere Defi becomes the secretary. Other members of the new leadership of People's Democratic Party in Warri South local government area are Honorable S.A. Isaac Eda, Treasurer, Christopher Agbajo, Assistant Secretary, Ayiwe Glory, Financial Secretary, Emiko Ogomiano, Publicity Secretary, Urogo Charles, Assistant Publicity Secretary, Emino Kanju Tega, Organizing Secretary, Yomere Grace, Women Leader, Irifere Friday, Youth Leader, Igbiaye Blessing, Auditor, and Otome Atiri, Legal Advisor. 5 ESCO members, including Bowanga Dere and Lawrence Akpoveso, will also serve the party at the local government level. Honorable Richard Pesu, who was the party's publicity secretary in the immediate past local government ESCO, thanked leaders and members of PDP for the confidence reposed in him, saying he would do everything to consolidate the dominance of the PDP in Warri South local government area. The University of Benin management has prohibited the use of hot plates, ring boilers, and gas cookers in its hostel to cut increasing energy-related expenditures by the university. The university, in a circular signed by its registrar, Ademola Bobola, said any violator of the prohibition order would be rusticated from the school. Meanwhile, NAN reports that the prohibition order was not unconnected with the electricity crisis that hit the university recently. The Benin Electricity Distribution Company, BEDEC, raised the monthly billing of the institution to 250 million from 88 million naira. This continuous billing consequently led to the disconnection of the 2 campuses of the university by the BEDEC authorities. The development later led to a protest by the students on July 3rd, after weeks of power outage and supply of electricity from generating thefts. This protest forced the Senate of the university to close it down to forestall breakdown of law and order. But in the circular announcing the university's reopening on Monday, Bobola said students must abide by the management in place arrangements for the supply, distribution, and utilization of electricity on its campuses. The registrar directed the students to pay up their outstanding levies the school gave them, saying any student with no evidence of payment would not be allowed into the exam halls. The Action People's Party (APP) along the GRA axis of Port Harcourt, Rivers State capital, suffered a dynamite explosion on Monday. The incident reportedly occurred in the early hours of Monday, precisely around 1 a.m. The assailants allegedly threw dynamite into the building housing the secretariat, destroying windows and doors, as well as other property of the party. This came amid speculation that the governor, Sinimali Fubara, plans to move with his supporters to the APP. A party official who chose to remain anonymous said the incident was politically motivated. However, the spokesperson for the State Police Command, Grace Irenji Koko, said she was not yet aware of the incident. Now in the business world, an investment firm, Barbican Capital Limited, has dragged First Bank Nigeria Holdings (FBNH) before a federal high court in Lagos over the alleged alteration of its 5.4 billion shares by the bank. In the suit number FHC LCS 117224, filed on its behalf by Bode Olanipekun San, Barbican Capital claimed that over the years and at different times, it cumulatively acquired about 5,386,397,202 shares, representing 15.1% of FB&H overall share listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange (NSE). It stated that its shares purchases and dates of issue were adequately captured by FB&H appointed registrars, Meristem Registrar and Probate Service Limited, and further acknowledged in the Central Securities Clearing System (CSCS), which contained its value of shares with the bank. The firm further maintained that FB&H, in its unaudited consolidated financial statement for the year ended December 31st, 2023, acknowledged its substantial share value, representing 13.61% of overall shares at the bank. As a validation of its ownership claim, the Oba Otudekos owned Barbican stated that it received dividends payment from FBNH for all its 5,386,397,202 shares between November and December 2023 for the full year ended December 31st, 2022. The firm, however, affirmed that it was shocked when in May 2024, FBNH, in its publication of substantial interest in shares, stated that its shares had reduced in quantum to 300,410,619, representing 8.6% of the bank's overall shares. Also, Barbican Capital verified that it made efforts to draw the attention of FBNH to the deliberate alteration of its shares, but that the bank sought to shift the erroneous representation to the Central Bank of Nigeria (CBN). However, the application, which was not opposed by the plaintiff's lawyer, was granted by the court and the matter was adjourned till October 2, 2024 for hearing of the originating summons. The court further gave CBN 8 days to file its processes. Now in the foreign scene, the US has sent a guided missile submarine to the Middle East as tension grows in the region. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin also said in an aircraft carrier which was already heading to the area would sail there more quickly. The move comes in response to fears of a wider regional conflict after the recent assassination of senior Hezbollah and Hamas leaders. It signals the US determination to help defend Israel from any attack by Iran, with Austin saying US will take every possible step to defend its ally. Iran is being closely watched for any indication of how and when it might respond to the assassination of Hamas top political leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran on 31st July. The Iranians blamed Israel for the assassination of Haniyeh on their soil and have vowed to punish it. Israel has not commented, but it is widely believed to have been behind it. In a statement on Sunday, the Pentagon said Austin had sent the USS Georgia guided missile submarine to the region. It had also ordered the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group, which is carrying F-35C fighter jets, to accelerate its journey. The ship was already on its way to replace another US in the region. Meanwhile, another possible attack on Israel could come from Hezbollah, the Iranian-backed military and political movement in Lebanon. However, the leaders of the UK, France and Germany echoed calls for ceasefire talks to resume. Now in the world of sport, Amos Obasoji is on the verge of sealing a move away from Nigeria Premier Football League side Bendel Insurance. According to reports, the shortstopper is attracting interest from the unnamed club abroad. Former MPFL champions Eyimba and Rivers United are understood to have cooled interest in Obasoji following his high demands. Eyimba and Rivers United are in the market for a new goalkeeper following the departure of Ojo Olorunleke and Victor Sukima from the clubs. Obasoji won the Golden Globe Award with 18 clean sheets in the 2023-2024 season. The goaltender has been Bendel Insurance first choice goalkeeper for the past 3 seasons. He won the 2023 President Federation Cup title with Monday Odigo's side. Stars of sport, screen and music came together at the Paris 2024 closing ceremony to bring the 33 Olympic Games to an end. Actor Tom Cruise descended from the roof of Stade de France to collect the Olympic flag as part of the handover to the American city of Los Angeles, which will host the next games in 2028 before departing on a motorcycle. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Billie Eilish, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre then performed on Venice Beach as part of a star-studded music set to conclude the ceremony. Earlier, inside the stadium in Paris, gold medalists Alexis and Briony Page were Great Britain's flag bearers at the ceremony. He won the men's triathlon in dramatic fashion, while Page won Britain's first ever Olympic trampoline gold. Great Britain, Great Britain finished seventh in the medal table with 14 gold, 22 silver, and 29 bronze. Their final tally of 65 medals was one more than the 64 they won at Tokyo 2020. In his closing speech, International Olympic Committee (IOC) President Thomas Bach reflected on the sensational game. The 2024 Paralympics will be held in the French capital from 28 August to 8 September 2024. As well as reflecting on the Olympics in Paris, the closing ceremony provided a showcase for Los Angeles, which will host the Games for a third time in 2028. This sports story brings us to the end of our news. Recap on our headlines. Establishment of Ministry of Riverine Infrastructure Development. The Supade Contractors Forum chairman appeals to Oboevere for audience. Ex-deputy leader of Warri South Legislative Arm, Pesu, emerges Warri South PDP chairman. Electricity tariff hike in Benin affects Uniben. Rivers APP Secretariat bombed. Barbican Capital sues First Bank over alleged wrong shareholding data. In the foreign scene, US sends submarine to Middle East as tension grows. And in the world of sport, Obasoji said to leave Bendel Insurance for move abroad. Sensational Paris Olympics come to an end. That's the news as edited and read by Emanuela Timiala. Thanks for watching.